So hello my dear friends, welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So let's continue our journey, our discussion of planets through Navamsa Chart in Vedic Astrology. And in this particular video, let's try to understand planet Mercury placement in the 12th house of the D-9 chart. And what are going to be the results that are specifically associated with this placement? Let's try to decode in this particular video. Now, before actually jumping into the analysis part, you need to have some basic understanding with regards to the functionings of the 12th house. Only then you will be able to blend the energy of Mercury in it. Now, the very first thing, 12th house of the D9 chart represents complete isolation. Going into isolated spaces, living in isolation, or your relationship with your inner or true self is also seen through the 12th house. This is also the house which represents any sort of spiritual progression into the person's life. Now, most of the time spiritual progression is also linked with the amount of sufferings which you people are gaining in this lifetime. So, any sort of sufferings which are going to be coming that have the capacity to create that spiritual progression. So, your spiritual journey progression is also connected with the 12th house. This is also the house which represents the foreign settlement specifically after getting married. Like you see, when two people are getting married, so their planetary energies are also going to be creating deeper impact over one another's life. And in order to understand the karmic connectivity, karmic association between husband and wife, and whether your karma is going to be linked with performing some duties abroad, that part is also connected with this 12th house. 12th house is also the house which represents any sort of combined health and the physical disease, which is particularly associated for your spouse and life partner. Because if the disease part is coming, that is also going to be a part of some sufferings, which will create that spiritual progression at the same time. Now, the very first thing, when the Mercury is going to be coming in this 12th house, the very first thing, Mercury is going to be creating a lot of isolation in these people's life. And the reason why this Mercury is creating isolation, because Mercury in the 12th house is a very excellent placement when it comes to the career and from the monetary standpoint of view. Because in the beginning stages of the life, specifically prior to the Mercury maturity, like 32nd year, this is the maturity age of planet Mercury. So, in the beginning stages, I will tell you, Mercury is going to be performing hardcore. Like it's like that for Mercury, achieving everything in the professional realm is going to be becoming the chief objective. And yes, Mercury in the 12th also have the capacity to accomplish many things in the very beginning stages of their own life. But as soon as they are actually crossing this Mercury maturity, 32nd year onward, that is where the family karmas are going to be getting decoded in these person's life actually. And then this have the capacity to hit these people very, very hard. So that is the reason this have the capacity to then create a lot of isolation and secludedness inside these people's life. Second important point, Mercury is also responsible for giving you lot of monetary benefit with the help of marriage and the married life aspect. Secondly, you also need to pay attention towards the strength and dignity of the Mercury. If the dignity of Mercury is compromised in the horoscope, specifically if it is debilitated or if it is touching the watery zodiac signs like the sign of Pisces, Cancer and even the sign of Scorpio, then this is a pure indication where the individual is going to be becoming very hardcore spiritual trainer or very hardcore spiritual person. Because Mercury is the intelligence of the person, okay? It represents the supreme intelligence. And when the intelligence is going into water, it's going to be like your logical reasoning, your analytical thinking is going to be getting dissolved somewhere. And that is where for these individuals, intuition is going to play a very significant role in their own life. I have seen a lot of individuals, Mercury going in the watery zodiac sign, switching their career from some technical aspects towards the spiritual side of the life. Or even I will tell you, any sort of combination of Mercury with other benefics, specifically with Moon and Jupiter, is also going to be then shifting you more into the agriculture side of the life actually. Where the person is going to be like wanting more and more peaceful life as compared to the hardcore life actually. That is also the reason why I told you this is the placement which will going to create a lot of hidden isolation inside these people's life. At the same time, Mercury in the 12th also responsible for giving lot of hidden secrets inside the family. Lot of hidden secrets. It's like that sort of a secrets which only very few people know inside your own family. This placement also have the capacity to create lot of difficulty, specifically from the progeny standpoint of view. Childbirth placement is going to be getting delayed because of the Mercury placement in the 12th house. Because what will happen when the Mercury energy is going to be getting dissolved with the 12th? Originally 12th house is the realm of the Pisces, which is where the planet Venus is getting exalted. And Venus is the Atman of the Navamsha Kundli, okay? It's the like soul of the D-9 chart. Just like planet Sun is becoming the soul of the D1 chart, that is the Atamkar Graha. Similarly, I will tell you Venus is actually becoming the soul of the D9 chart, that is the relationship aspect. And when the Mercury is going to be getting in touch with the realm of that Pisces, Mercury tend to feel lot of confusion in that particular area. Because Mercury is going to be it's a very practical energy, okay? Mercury have the capacity to deal many a times on the practical grounds, doing lot of calculation, lot of mathematics are going to be involved. But when the Mercury is going to be seeing the 12th house energy, which is isolation, which is also going to be connected with doing some sort of a sadhanas also. So Mercury energy then tend to feel the initial confusion. Like why these things are going to be happening with me, why I am brought up into some kind of a family, what is the karma. And that is where in order to find the answers of all these questions, these individuals then take the path of spirituality with the help of Vedic astrology, numerology or some other form of spiritual subjects at the same time that actually have the capacity to help them understanding the true essence at the same time. Second important point, this placement of the Mercury is also going to be giving lot of traveling aspect specifically after getting married. Originally Mercury is actually ruling over the sign of Gemini at the same time, which is a air element, okay, it's a wind. Why you mean the movement? So Mercury in the 12th house is also going to be creating lot of instability, like you will not be able to get stabilized in one particular place for the longer duration of the time. And that is also the main reason, like most of the time if you are going to be becoming very stable at one particular place, then the lot of comfort zone is going to be there. Whereas Mercury is a very growth oriented graha, okay. Now in order for Mercury to achieve that sort of growth, actually the continuous movement and shifting part is going to play a very important role. And that is also the main reason why from the inside these people, they tend to feel lot of restlessness inside them, lot of restlessness then. And that is the reason why Mercury is like I will keep on changing and keep on looking for new places actually. Because for Mercury, traveling is also going to be a one way of gaining knowledge. It's not like that you can only by reading books or watching some videos you will gain knowledge. Through traveling you can also acquire lot of knowledge, and that practical or that scientific knowledge which is acquired by Mercury is then going to be getting implemented specifically into the career and the business aspect at the same time. This is also a very strong placement if you want to do any sort of particularly the business with regards to medicines also, even the herbal and Ayurvedic product business. This placement is going to be outperforming, I will tell you, because Mercury have that urja energy to blend the scientific thinking with the logical thinking. It's like that the Jeev Karaka Graha, which is Jupiter, so Pisces is ruled by Jupiter. So it's like when Mercury energy is getting infused in that Pisces, so that Jeev actually, that study of living or like creating some medicine or some herbal and Ayurvedic product actually, and selling of these particular products then also have the capacity to help make money because of this Mercury in the 12th house. Apart from this thing, from the relationship standpoint of view, this placement, if Mercury is gaining lot of affliction actually, by mean to say affliction, if it is specifically with Rahu and Ketu axis, or if it is forming connection with Saturn, even forming connection with Mars at the same time, then this have the capacity to create a lot of multiple relationships in the beginning stages of their own life. And there is also going to be some specific or some certain amount of karma that is going to be connected between you and the other person. And that specific amount of karma you are going to be then fulfilling into the foreign land and the foreign country. Most of the time you might be thinking, okay, in my life the event of this travel or this foreign travel is happening, it's because of the career and because of the job perspective, It's just the 20% of the information I will tell you. Because I will tell you, if in the foreign travel aspect is going to be traveling and you are having Mercury in the 12th house, there are also going to be a highly likely possibility you are going to be finding the spouse and life partner into the foreign country, where there are going to be a lot of cultural differences happening between you and your partner. This is also the main indicator, this Mercury in the 12th house, where combined operation, business operation between husband and wife is also going to be seen because of this Mercury. Although in the beginning stages you might be right now doing job or working somewhere else, but in the later stages of the life, I will tell you, Mercury, when it's going to be decoding its karma, so when the influence of the other partner is also going to be coming into you people life, then this have the capacity to give the very strong business aspect at the same time. And lastly, I will tell you, from the disease perspective, Mercury actually have the capacity to create dementia also, okay, where the person will make it very difficult for the individual to remember certain names, certain things, certain objects at the same time. And Mercury in the 12th house is also going to be creating the problem with regards to the breathing actually. Yes, breathing part. So these are the two health issues which you can also primarily see with this Mercury. And I will tell you, if you count from the 7th house of the D9 chart, this is going 12 places away. So it is going, if it is going the 12 places away, it shows the disease and the combined health aspect of the life partner as well. Because many a time I have seen individuals, if their compatibility is not matching, and you are like marrying a girl without looking into matchmaking and other particular perspective, many a time you will find difficulty in the progeny, children which are going to be born with certain amount of disabilities or some problem. So that critical issues are also going to be seen because of this Mercury, specifically if it is debilitated in the sign of Pisces, because then this have the capacity to create not only problem in the D9 chart, but you can pay attention towards the D1 chart also. Look which are the houses that are ruled by Mercury in my life. So if that particular house is the third zodiac sign Gemini and Virgo, so that energy, if it is going in the 12th house, it's going to be impacting the D1 chart at the same time. So for example, Mercury sign of Gemini is falling in the 2nd house, that is your family, and in the 12th house it represents isolation from the family. Similarly, if for example Mercury is forming connection with the 5th house in the D1 chart, which is the house of your children, progeny at the same time. So this represents delay in the progeny, some difficulties in the progeny. 5th house is also the house of higher education, going for masters or some other like bachelor's degree also. So many a time these combination also represent the individual have the capacity to go abroad for taking the education, and while taking the education there are certain planetary combination which is also going to be triggering the manifestation of life partner into these people life at the same time. So this is quite an interesting and bit fascinating placement of Mercury. But in order to decode the overall result, we need to have studied the complete picture. Only then we will be able to go into the more detailed manner in this case. So I hope you have gained some deep insights in this particular video with me. If you are having any queries and any consultations, you can just drop me an email. Any consultation with regards to career, marriage, or even spiritual consultation, so do let me know. I will try my best to get back to you as soon as possible. Also make sure to subscribe my channel below. Hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. And I'm going to meet you very soon in the next video. Till then, bye-bye and Hare Krishna.